Hey guys, so today I'm teaching you how to make really easy pumpkins with polymer clay. Alright, so you're gonna roll until you've got a nice little ball, and I don't want it to be too round. I'm just gonna press it down just a tiny bit. See the shape that we have now? This is where you're gonna make your pumpkin look realistic. You're gonna need some string, and you're going to place string until you've made this pattern. And now holding it in the middle, you're going to gently lift that up so that all the string hangs down, and you're going to go underneath, grab your string, and you're going to tighten that. These are like rubber bands that I got off of masks. See, when you let go, it made the indents for your pumpkin. The back end of a colored pencil, just push that in gently. We're going to take our next color. First we gotta warm it up just like we did the other one, and you want this to look as natural as possible. So I roll until I have a very thin tip, and then you're going to want to twist it. See how I'm making this sort of natural shape here like this? I'm carving that out just a little bit here, and I'm going to insert that in here the best that I can, and then I want to just take my scissor, or ideally if you had a toothpick, and I'm gently pushing that in just a little bit, and while I push it in, it's creating those little natural grooves in the vine. Once you're done your pumpkins, you're going to want to bake them. Polymer clay is cooked at 275 degrees Fahrenheit for 15 minutes. Once we're done baking, we're going to add some details with some acrylic paint. I like it when my pumpkins look a little bit more vintage, a little bit more old. So this is a really easy way of doing it. You're going to take a paintbrush and you're going to really wet it in water. So I'm putting a lot of water on my brush, and I've got acrylic paint. I like to use this color. They call it cafe medium brown, but the real color really is burnt sienna maybe. And so what I do is I just work it into the cracks, and right now it's looking pretty dark, and I don't want that because that's not going to make it look natural. So I'm adding a lot more water. In this case, it's going to make that paint drip. See how the paint is sort of dripping in the cracks? And I'm working it that way. Just letting that paint drip into the cracks, working in a very thin consistency. What you can do is you can let it dry and then come back when you see how much paint there is, if you like it that way. So I'm always dipping my paintbrush into the water to really dilute this, and see how that automatically just really added a little bit of life. See, if we compare our two pumpkins now, one next to each other, this one is definitely looking a little bit more weathered. You could also do it in black, but I will demonstrate it so that you see the difference and that you know what you prefer. I'm just adding a little bit of the black, and then I'm going to work it inside of these grooves. We're going to go over the entire pumpkin in black as well, just to make it look less flashy white, and then we can add a little bit more to the grooves. Alright, so there we have it. The black version. Let's add a little highlight to the top. Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and don't forget that we have 10 more days of Halloween viral crafts coming up. So if you haven't subscribed yet, you might want to do that so that you don't miss out. And I wanted to thank you for taking this moment with me. And if you do decide to do these little pumpkins, you can tag me. That way I get to see your creations. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all.